Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks, and in this video we're going to be doing something that I know people usually love to see. And what is that, you may ask? Well, it's my Lego City update for December. So if this is something that interests you, stick around because it's coming up. Now, first, I'm going to start with the disaster zone. It is a complete disaster over here. But I do still have my train station over here, and what it is I need to transfer this to a mill's plate still. It's one of the many buildings I still need to do, and it is also needing a thorough cleaning. But in the process of doing that, I'm going to be doing some updates to my train station at some point. But anyway, like I said, this is the demolition zone of my city. And now I want to show you that, yes, I did place the green skyscraper that I built during my challenge with Charm City Bricks into my city. And I actually think that's probably going to be a good place to leave it. I might end up spacing it out just a little bit more from my convention center, but either way, I really like how it looks there. And then I have the white skyscraper over there. But here's what my main focus is right now. I have been feverishly trying to get all of my roads in. Part of my plan is I'm looking at doing like a McDonald's and Pizza Hut and stuff like that right here along the railroad tracks. Up and in through here is where I plan on having the freeway fly through. So I'm not really worried about doing too much work in here. I do have a T section with the road going that way. The road is now coming all the way down and around and going all the way down that way. And just kind of trying to show you guys up close and personal. This is what I did on my curves for the yellow area. And I can't say that I'm super happy with it, but here's what it is. The problem is when you're trying to do this curve, when you're using the double yellow line, it just does not look very good. And yes, my plates are not clipped together, so that's part of the reason why they look a little goofy when I'm touching them. But anyway, I just didn't like, no matter what I did, trying to get the double yellow line. So what I decided to do is just do a solid yellow line on all the curves that are not a one-way street, like the white one down here, for example. And I will come down here and get a better close look at it just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. As this is, I really like how that turns out and looks. But what that is a one-way street, which is why I have the white lines in the middle. Now, again, I like this one, and I really wish I could make that one better, but I'm going to settle with it as I still think it's a very good product. The other thing I can show you is that I do have most of the roadway down and done in through here. As you can see, I have my transformer in place. I still have to do some more fence work, and I have to repair the road where I bumped it out a little bit, trying to give you a little bit more of a look coming down through this now. What I'm probably going to be doing, and I'm going to be working on it again here real soon, is down at the end of this street, I am planning on building a hotel, as I think that will be a fantastic place. And because I'm always worried about angles, camera angles, and picture angles and all that, and I never want to have a street that runs all the way through to my wall. I always like to have a building at the end of every street. Something else I do want to point out, because people mention it all the time, I do have a crosswalk, as you can see it right there from the parking garage to the airport. I just haven't wanted to reinstall it yet. It actually goes down from the hole that you can see right there to right over here on the parking garage. But until I get everything done with the street work down and through here, I'm not going to be putting in that crosswalk coming across. I still have a lot of work to do in here. I'm still waiting on blue tiles to put here because I'm going to have a water area right here. Just a very small water area, as I think it'll look fantastic there. Another thing that I want to point out is, as you can see, this road is fully laid out. I do have all the way down. I have my street lights set up how I think I'm going to leave them now. And what it is I have a lot of tile work to do. And I still have to do the ramp to come out the exit of the parking garage. And I will be building a sign to go on the side of that parking garage at some point in the future as well. But again, following this back around, you can see that the road comes all the way up to the convention center. And then coming from the convention center, it goes all the way out and stops just before it gets to the airport. And now what my plan is over here is what I'm going to be doing is taking the road. I still have to build 2 more T-sections pieces I'm going to be putting a 90-degree road turn here, so this portion is going to be getting ripped out. I'm going to put 2 straight pieces, and then I'm going to have a 90-degree curve coming into the checkpoint. That takes us into the airport. And now, since we are over at the airport, I thought I haven't done any work over here in a while as I'm focusing on my roads down at that part of the city over there. But I know everybody loves to see my airport, and I thought I would take a real quick aerial view just for everybody to kind of see what I have going on with my airport. Now, something else I want to discuss is this black skyscraper. That is actually one of my original builds. It's my build or office tower, and it was just a basic build that I did. And there again, it's another one of my buildings that needs cleaned. But here's what I'm kind of looking at doing, because I already have my octane tower here. I'm thinking I'm going to be putting this black tower right where I have, this is the actual top floor of that black tower. I'm thinking about putting that there, and then I'm going to be building this football shaped building. And I thought, you know what, this building will fit perfectly right along the curve of this railroad track. So I kind of think that's what I'm going to be going with over there. And then in between that skyscraper and my convention center here, I do believe I'm going to be putting in a little access road. And the reason for that access road, number one, I like to have buildings on the end of all my streets because it makes for better photography. But the other thing is, I want to have quick and easy access to the loading docks of my convention center, as it's kind of never been finished over here. And part of the reason it's never really been finished is because, well, I've never had a road set up next to my convention center to actually finish in this space. And I think that would be a really nice way to make this look completed in here. Just trying to give a few more quick angles of different aspects from my city, as I am trying to keep it as busy looking as possible and as detailed as possible. And I really am liking how it is starting to turn out. But yet there's something else I can point out. Again, just to show kind of an angle of what I'm looking at. Right through here is my plans for the freeway that I want to build for my city. It's going to be a very long and extensive build. And here's why. Because I'm going to be messing with a lot of different goofy angles trying to get that into here. But at the same time, I think it's going to make for a lot of fun, and it's going to be very challenging, which will make it very interesting. But that's another reason why I'm kind of leaving this space alone at the moment, as I don't have my parts yet. Once I get my parts, and hopefully I will have this road section done soon, then that is when I'm going to be turning my focus onto getting this freeway in, as I know a lot of people are really looking forward to me actually having a freeway in my city. Trying to pan around one more time for everybody to get kind of an idea of what I have gathering here. And I still need to put my backdrops up as well, so that way I can have clouds and make it a more natural looking effect. But this is where I'm at. Like I said, again, this is my main focus right now, as I'm trying to get all this put together so that way it looks completed. And then hopefully by the time I get most of this filled in, I can start focusing on the freeway again. But anyway, that's it for this video. So as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time on Bevins Bricks.